All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Wildcats Sports Network. We're at the North Carolina Sportsplex here in Pineville, North Carolina. Today, the Johnson & Wales men's soccer team is set to face Columbia International. Columbia International comes in today with a 2-5-2 record. Meanwhile, our Wildcats remain perfect on this season at 9-0-1. Last weekend, the Wildcats claimed their territory up in Pennsylvania. They beat Penn State Brandywine 4-0, Williamson 7-0, and Central Penn 10-0. Junior forward Jalen Jackson scored 8 goals in that weekend, earning him his second USCAA Player of the Week. This will be the first matchup between these two teams in men's soccer. We are just about ready to get underway here. Let's turn it down to the field now for the singing of our national anthem and tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the North Carolina Sportsplex as your Wildcats play host to the Rams from Columbia International University. At this time, while both teams make their way out onto the field with the referees, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of this evening's national anthem. As both teams make their way to the center of the field, I am your public address announcer, Chris Plano, once again welcoming you to the North Carolina Sportsplex on this beautiful Friday evening. The Johnson Wales Charlotte Athletic Department welcomes everyone for a great night of men's soccer action.
I was about to say that same thing. Oh, tell my quickly.
Jensen. Number 8, a junior from Indian Trail, North Carolina, Sam Fanning. Number 11, a sophomore from Okinawa, Japan, Amani Washington. Wearing number 15, a freshman from Benson, North Carolina, Gavin Brundage. Wearing number 16, a freshman from Harrisburg, North Carolina, Webb Isaac. From Key West, Florida, Danny Kearney. Wearing number 22, a sophomore from Statesville, North Carolina, Jason Rosales. Number 23, a sophomore from Scottsboro, North Carolina, Gunnar Tuttle. The Wildcats are coached in his third season by James Jewicki. He's assisted by Kev Summers. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee for tonight's soccer game is Justice Agbico, and your linesmen are Robert Strickland and Jeremy McKeel.
All right, we're about to get this one underway. Your Wildcats are in white on the left, and Columbia International in blue on your right. Again, the starting lineups for the Wildcats: John Lowe's at goalkeeper, Chance Wingington, Mo Bascaron, Jalen Jackson, Sam Fanning, Imani Washington, Gavin Brundage, Weeb Isaac, Danny Kearney, Jason Rosales, and Gunnar Tuttle. And the lineups for Columbia International: number 0, Dominic Schleinitz, number 2, Braden Elmer, number 4, Hunter Haynes, number 5, Dominic Byers, number 6, Jeremiah Ruth, number 7, Ricky Prestridge, number 10, Jed Blanchett, number 12, Victor Marone, number 22, Paul, forgive me for butchering this, but Grandak Caprio, number 25, Naya Rocham, and number 26, Alvaro Urena. Wildcats will start this one. Wildcats going left to right. Isaac and Jackson there. Right at midfield for the Wildcats. And we're on our way. Jackson gets it back. Kearney's there, controls it, gets it over to the left side. Kearney again in the middle. Fanning has it now middle. Gets it over here on the right side, looking for Wingington. Kearney booms this one, looking for Jackson ahead. Jackson and Weeb there. Weeb heads it over. And they're going to get offsides. Late whistle there. Not sure if the ref was able to get the whistle up quick enough. Everybody just kept on playing, didn't hear no whistle. Finally calls it. Naya Rocham now here on this near side. Looking to get cut off there by Fanning. Kearney will let this one roll to the goalkeeper, John Lowe's. Scoops it and rolls it over to Washington. Taken there by Columbia International. Control it now. They're in that far corner. They race it down the sideline, able to keep it in bounds. Looking to center it for Prestiger. Gets it in the middle of 4 Wildcats there. Easily taken. Kicked out of bounds. It'll be a free kick there for the goalkeeper. Lowe's looking short here in the middle. Gets it over to Wingington. Wingington falls down. The Rams now have it again in that far corner. Looking to center it there. Fight to stay in bounds. And eventually kicked out by Fanning. Isaac there now. Isaac room to work with. Cut off there by 2 Rams players. They're going to get a foul there. for Hunter Haynes of Columbia National. Literally just grabbed him and stopped him. This one's sent in deep. Tootle able to head it down. Headed around by Washington, eventually played down by the Rams. Wildcats putting pressure here on the Rams here. Ball crosses midfield. Marone controls it now, looking to send it in deep. Tootle there, looking to cut off Elmer. Elmer now centers one. Played in front there by the Wildcats. Elmer able to get his own ball there. Shot attempt there. Good save by Lowe's. Shot just wide. Lowe's still able to handle it. Lowe's will boot this one high and deep. Weave and Isaac there. Weave pushes a man down, no call. Jackson there. Weave has it now here on this near side. Looking to gain some steam and eventually deflected out of bounds. They're going to say off Weave. It'll be a Rams throw-in. Thrown down the line to Elmer. Moe's there. Wingington now control it over to Kearney. Kearney over to Brundage. Brundage is there looking middle there for Rosales. Rosales falls down, still looking to control it, able to get back up. Rams still have it now. They cross midfield. Rosales looking to huck him down. Option now, stop. Get it over to Elmer. Elmer looking to get cut off there by Tootle. And they're going to get a tripping there on Tootle. Elmer will take the free kick here on this near side. Prestridge is there looking to cross for the Rams, headed down by Fanning. The scare on there, and Fanning will just send this one out. Quickly thrown into Ronda Caprio. Rams control it now. Looking to gain middle. Shot on goal there. Easily scooped up by Lowe's. Lowe's letting the Wildcats get ahead as he sends one deep. Deep middle. Headed down by the Rams there. Tootle able to cut it off. Marone there now looking to get it. Shot in front. Lowe's able to control it again. We got a Rams player down right in front of the goal. Still behind Lowe's there. Lowe's will send this one deep left. Jackson getting pushed around by two Rams. The Rams know they cannot let Jackson get hot. Rams now have it. Fanning slides. Bascara in there. Isaac, shot on goal, and he scores! Great shot there by Weave Isaac. We're going to say no goal, waved off. Rocham now playing a two-man game with Blanchett. Still have it on the back line there for the Rams. Jackson almost able to steal it. Jackson now has it, turns around, looking to cut up field. Looking to get past Columbia National, shoots. This time he scores! Jalen Jackson! What a season he's had here for your Wildcats. Wildcats now lead 1-0. 38 minutes to play here in this first half. I believe that is Jackson's 21st goal in the season. The USC AA leader in goals and points. Jackson with what would now be 47 points on the year. Next closest is about 28 points, and Weeb Isaac there at third with 27. Kearney now sent it over to Wingington. Wingington looking middle for Rosales. Gets it back to Wingington. Over to Kearney. Kearney looking to beat the Rams player. Slide tackles into the Rams player there. So good opportunity here for Columbia International as they have a free kick just outside the box, about 10 yards. And they're going to issue Kearney a yellow card there. So Grand DiCaprio will take this free kick for the Rams. Urena right behind him. Wildcats form a line right in front of the box. Urena will reset the ball. Grand DiCaprio now. Shot attempt there off the hands of Lowe, so Rams will have a corner kick here. Again, if you just missed it, Jalen Jackson scored at the 9-minute mark, putting our Wildcats up 1-0. And now the Rams will have a corner kick here. Centers one in front of the net. Headed down, still bounces around. And Lowe's eventually scoops it up there. Ball bounced around a while in front of the net. Lowe's able to kick it. Looking for Jackson again. If that ball was to get past the Rams player, Jackson would have had free grass. Weeb now. Weeb gets the steal. Weeb tripped up there. No call. So it'll be a Wildcats throw in here. Gunnar Tootle will take this one. Tootle looking to throw it in, gets it into Fanning now. Fanning works his way to the middle, cuts through two Rams defenders, eventually tripped up. Weed looks to set her one high, and out of bounds. Columbia International goalkeeper Dominic Schleinitz now for the goal kick here. Washington has this one deep. Isaac there, not able to get enough jump on that one. Quickly thrown in ahead to again to Caprio. Cut off there by Fanning. Stumbles and collision here on this near side of midfield. Both players get up, shake it off. Tootle will throw it in. Throws it in back to Wingington. Back over to Kearney. Kearney stop, changes direction. Mascaro now. Here to Tootle. Tootle able to keep it in. Jackson looking to fight off the Rams player there. Eventually wrestled down to the ground. No call. Elmer has it now. And the Rams will play it back. Rosales coming up to get the steal. Just misses it. Rocham centers it. Rosales and Fanning there. And Fanning easily cuts the player off. Fanning looking to control it. Gets through 3 Rams players. Still taking it himself. Leaves it ahead. Isaac to chase it down. And Blanchett will get it up. Viscaron plays it down. Stops, turns, gets it back to Tootle. Tootle finds Fanning. Side kick to Jackson. Jackson looks to center for Isaac. Cut off there by Gana Caprio. Still deep in Rams territory. Rams looking to get across midfield now. Ruth takes it across. Played again there in that far corner. Able to keep it in bounds. Centers one back to the middle. 3 Wildcats there. Haynes looks to center one. Headed down by Rosales. And eventually ricochets out. Ruth again. Right at the goalkeeper. Just wide. .32 minutes to play here in this first half. Lowe's back to send one deep for the Wildcats. Tootle looking to play it down. Collision in the air. Tootle stays up, but the Rams player took the brunt of that one. Mascaron able to keep it alive, and it goes right past Tootle out of bounds. Urena throws it into Ruth. Back over to Gana Caprio. Correction, Blanchett. Played over there, crosses midfield there for the Rams. And out of bounds. Rams will have a throw-in over there on that far side, right in front of the Wildcats bench. Ruth there, cut off by 2 Wildcats. Wingington now. Sends it back middle to Rosales. Leaves one behind for Kearney. Back ahead to control it over now to Kearney. Played over there in front of the Johnson & Wales bench. Washington now. Rams still control it in Wildcat territory. Marone keeps it on the outside and eventually knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Ram throw-in over there again in front of the Wildcats bench. Isaac able to cut him off. Fanning now. Fanning does a 180, gets it around. Isaac will just send this one deep into Rams territory. Schleinis will kick it over to his back lineman. Sent over here near side to Rocham. Marone now looking to cut up the middle. Looking to get past Kearney. And this shot sails wide. Lowe sends one deep. Isaac there. Fanning again plays it in deep. Wingington will look to control this one down. Heads it down and out of bounds. Rocham to throw it in, gets it back. Cross into Rams territory to Blanchett. And Blanchett will cross sides there, but quickly cut off by Isaac. Rosales touch pass to Fanning. Fanning now has it. Looking to work his way through the middle. Send one over there to that far side. Or Brundage will have it. Rosales. Over to Brundage again. Brundage sends one deep. Jackson there. Fanning now in the middle. Gets it over to Mo. Wildcats control it with Wingington here on this near side. Back to Bosquero. Rosales touch pass over to Wingington. Wingington gets past the Rams defender. Still working his way through. Looking to get it ahead of Jackson. Pass is not there. Urena now controls it for the Rams. Just on their half of the field. Jackson putting pressure on their back line. Jackson looking there to go for the steal. Fanning plants one, looking for Jackson. Jackson trying to use the speed, cut off there by Blanchett. Elmer will send this one middle there, and it'll just go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Kearney able to control it. Almost a miss hit there. Rosales able to control it. Gets it back to Kearney. Sends one long right at Elmer. And Kearney comes up again. This time they call foul. Be a free kick for the Wildcats there. Keener takes this one. Sends one deep. Isaac there. Rams headed down. Rams control it now. Have it over there in front of their bench. Play it deep there. Bounces off the head of Wingington. Wingington able to play it down still. And Wingington basically cut off by the ref there. Rosales now. Middle. Looking ahead for Isaac. Isaac leaves it between his legs. Jackson now. Jackson a shot. And he scored. Now just wide. Good shot attempt there by Jackson. Had all three Rams defenders beat. Sends it just wide on the left. Hard to see where I'm standing from, but shot was just wide. 26 minutes to play down in this first half. Wildcats still lead 1-0. And that one's out of bounds. Wildcats throw in over there in front of their bench. Kearney will control it. Over to Wingington. Wingington has Tootle ahead here on this near side. Gets it to him. Leaves a pass for Bosquero. Cut off there by Rocham. Again to Caprio now. Shot on goal, and goal there by number 12, Victor Marone. Gets it past the goalkeeper, Lowe's, as he was falling to the ground. Columbia International ties this one up 1-1. That's the first goal allowed by John Lowe's this year. So Wildcats will now regroup as it's tied 1-1 here with 25 minutes to go in this first half. And Isaac will play this one all the way back to their back line there over to Washington. And they're going to credit that assist to number 7, Ricky Prestridge of the Rams. Again, number 12, Victor Marone with the goal. And this one sent it to the back line. Miss hit there. Wildcats will have a corner kick here. Rosales will look to get in this corner kick for the Wildcats. Rosales sends one high and across. Headed there, out of bounds. Schleinis looking here on the near side. Look out. And able to almost play it in there, but out of bounds. Jackson will let Tootle throw it in. Looking for Jackson there as he streaks down the sideline. Good fake there by Jackson. Eventually cut off by both Rams players there. They're going to get offsides on Isaac. Played back to Schleinitz. Schleinitz will reverse sides and send it up to midfield there. Isaac there again. Touch pass for Fanning. Fanning controls it now. Space to work with in the middle. Looking to get past the Rams player. He does. And eventually runs into 3 other Rams players. Isaac now lays it for Wigington. Wigington ricochets off of Rocham. Throw in here for the Wildcats on this near side. Tootle to throw it in. Gets it into Fanning. Fanning plays it down, looking to fight off Rocham. Rocham able to control it. And that one out of bounds. Not a corner. It's hard to see with that goal in front of the obstructing view, but Tootle will throw it in now in that far corner. Again into Fanning. Fanning there falls down. This one pops way up in the air. Tootle heads it down. And again, played out of bounds by the Rams. And still not a corner kick. So again, Tootle will throw it in there in that far corner. Gets it back to Wigington. Wigington there now. Tootle in the corner. This one out of bounds. Schleinis now booms one, looking ahead for Ruth. Played down by the Wildcats. Rosales cut off there by Ruth again. Rosales falls down. Rocham has it now. Looking to leave it ahead for Elmer, just out of his reach. And they're going to say a Wildcats throw in. Delay called by the ref, looking to agree. Referee telling Tootle to back up a couple feet. Gets it into Wigington now, sends it back to Kearney. Kearney again controls it. Middle now to Rosales. Back to Kearney. Kearney will just let this one roll back to Lowe's, who booms it ahead. Nobody there for the Wildcats. Isaac tries to come up and get it. Rosales now looking middle for Jackson. And Biscaron able to intercept that pass. Biscaron works his way across midfield. Back to Rosales. Fanning now walking across midfield here on this near side. Jackson looking to get ahead of the Rams player. They're going to get a foul on him. Jackson not happy with the call there. Tried to get away with it, having his hands in the air. Clearly pushed him. Short kick here over to Rocham. Tootle will play it down, looking for Fanning. Fanning pushes the player down there. And another free kick for Rocham. Elmer will take this free kick here on this near side. Elmer there centers one. Lowe's looks to pick it off. Eventually sent out by the Wildcats defense, and Tootle will play this one up. Rams still controlled in Wildcat territory. Grant DiCaprio now. Switch sides over to Urena. Rams player looking to get Cross middle shot on goal. Stopped on the roll there by Lowe's. Lowe's will throw this one in, looking for Boscaro, and he stops. Gets it over to Tootle here. Tootle back to Wingington. Boscaro looking to save it. Able to do, but right to the rim. Just under 19 minutes to play here in this first half. Tied 1-1. Fanning now middle. Works his way across midfield. Gets it over to Brundage. Brundage fakes out the Rams defender. This one's sent far side there. In front of the score table. Rams control it now. Isaac almost there to get the steal on that pass back into the defense there. Now Rams having to get on their back line. Looking near side. Rocham has it now. Leaving it ahead for Elmer again. Elmer hits this one out of bounds. Tootle will quickly throw it in. And this one out of bounds. That'll be a Rams throw in. Rocham to throw it in for Columbia International. Rocham gets it in. Marone now working middle. Sends a shot wide right. No threat there to the Wildcats. Caston McGill checking in now for the Rams. And as well as JT Fusey into the game now for your Wildcats as well as Connor Savageau. So Savageau playing back line now. Seeing some of his action here now as the Rams control it on the near side. Jackson will slide this one back. And that one centered down. Jackson tripped up. Tripped up there by Marone. Jackson will look to jog it off. Fanning now working his way past Fanning, who's on the ground now looking to tie his shoe. Savageau looks to center one. Nobody home for the Wildcats. Rams able to control it. Savageau looking to chase down. Looking to chase down Haston McGill, who just recently checked in for the Rams. Grant DiCaprio now working his way deep into Wildcat territory. That pass cut off there by the Wildcats. This ball centered deep, headed bound, and in, off the pole. Number 14, Haston McGill there. The ricochet shot bouncing off the goal right in front of Lowe's. Columbia International now leads 2-1 here with 14:40 to play in this first half. Into the game now for your Wildcats, Tito Villanueva, as well as Seth Furman. Villanueva, a sophomore forward, and Furman, a freshman. Freshman in the midfield now. Furman will get it back over to Brundage. Jackson streaking ahead. Headed up in the air by 2 Rams. Savageau there. Fanning will look to control it. Play it back, looking for Rosales, and they're going to get a foul on Rocham. Crowd not happy about that one. Clearly a hook Fanning, stopping him from getting to the ball. Clearly a foul. So Fusey will look to take this free kick. Quickly gets it over to Rosales, just across midfield. Rosales sends one deep. Mid-air collision there between Blanchat and Villanueva. Blanchat still on the ground. Blanchat's teammates come over to get him up. Referee will take a look at him. Clock still running. And Blanchat able to get up on his own. Blanchat will kick it back to Schleinitz. Rocham calling it for the ball over here on this near side. Played off the chest of the Rams player. McGill able to keep it in bounds. And Rosales is there for the Wildcats to get it across midfield. And this one ricochets out of bounds. Rams throw in there right in front of the score table. Played middle now to Rocham. Rocham now on this near side looking to cut it up in the middle. Fanning easily cuts that pass off. Fanning looking for Jackson. Touch pass back to Savageau. Looking ahead for Villanueva. Villanueva putting pressure on the back. Almost a steal, miss hit there. Villanueva, 2 Rams in front of him. Looking to get past the defender with a shot way high over the net. Good opportunity there for the Wildcats. Almost a terrible mistake there by the Rams back linesman. Rocham calling it now from Schleinitz. Schleinitz looks to get it over to him. Headed out of bounds by Rocham. Savageau quickly gets it in over to Fusey. Fusey back to Kearney. Kearney finds Furman in the middle there. Look, almost trips over his own feet. Able to control it over to Brundage now. And Ruth will send this one deep. And Kearney will head this one back to the goalkeeper. Furman now looking to work against 3 Rams. And Kearney sends it to Fanning. Furman touch pass, nobody there. Washington was looking to come up and get it. And Washington able there. Villanueva looking to head it down, but right over his head. So Urena now controls it. McGill, who scored that second Rams goal, in the mix of things here on this Wildcats territory. Villanueva leaves one ahead, looking for Fanning racing up to get it. Rocham will play it in. Jackson looking to hawk the Rams player down. Urena now bounces off of Jackson, played down by Fusey. Fusey for Jackson again. Jackson trips, no call, but able to quickly get up and recover. Able to keep it again, and this time he'll get the call. Tripped up a second time by Marone as Marone exchanges words. Correction, that's Granda Caprio looking to plead his case to the ref, try to avoid a yellow card. And he's able to get away with it. So it'll be free kick here for Rosales as we just crossed the 10-minute mark here in this first half. Rosales sends one right in front of everybody, and again, headed out by the Rams player. Wildcats will have a corner kick here. Rosales to take it. Rosales centers one high in front of the net. And Rams able to send this one in deep. Back to the lone man, Kearney. Correction, that's Savageau right there. Savageau looking ahead right to the goalie. Ruth looking ahead. Almost a misplay there by Fusey. Good save there by both Lowe's and Fusey. Fusey able to hold off McGill as he was lurking down. Lowe's able to control it. This one played ahead. Villanueva and Jackson there. Rocham now. Rosales touch pass over to Furman. Furman now works his way in the middle, switches sides, looks to leave it ahead. Headed off the Rams player. And this one popped high in the air. And the goalkeeper looked to control it. And taken out by Jackson. Right there in front of the net. Fans pleading their case for a yellow card against Jackson. 50-50 ball in the air there. Jackson went for it. Schleinitz went for it, and Schleinitz took the brunt of that hit. So no yellow cards issued. Schleinitz will send this one over here on the near side to Rocham. Villanueva there cut it off. Reverses course. Looks to leave it ahead for Savageau. Savageau looking to center it. Easily scooped up by Schleinitz. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Columbia International still leads 2-1. Jackson scoring the lone goal for the Wildcats here. His 21st goal of the season. Rams look to control it over there in front of their bench. Get it across midfield now. Root there centers it. Fusey able to cut that pass off. Reverses course, gets it back to Rosales. Looks ahead for Villanueva. Villanueva tripped up there. Villanueva gets his own ball back. Fanning now. And this ball, this play, Rams now controlled on their back line. Sent ahead, looking for Rocham again. Rocham able to keep it alive in front of Rosales. Rosales looking to get the angle on him. Pushing and shoving there, no call. And McGill able to come out of it. Future looking to get position, able to, cuts him off. Furman there in the middle. Rosales back over to Fusey. Fanning now. Stop and wait for his players to get ahead. Furman now looking to control it over to Savageau. Back to Furman here on this near side. Furman pauses. Jackson able to keep it in on the line here. Ruth now has it. And Rams will quickly look to switch sides as they send it over to that far side of the field. Just over 5 to play here in this first half. Ruth will have it now. Grant DiCaprio now working his way up. Rocha now back to Grant DiCaprio. Looks to center one there. Played down. 3 Wildcats are able to control it. Savageau 50-50 ball there. No call. Savageau looking for a call from the ref there. Not going to get it. So it'll be a throw in there for the Rams. McGill to take it. McGill sends this one in deep to Urena. Grant DiCaprio right in front of the net. Easily kicked out by Furman. Savageau looks to play it down, but off his foot, out of bounds. Another Rams throw in here. 4 minutes to play. Fanning looking to cut off Grant DiCaprio. Still fighting him off, and eventually they're going to get Grant DiCaprio with a foul. Good box out there by Fanning. Fanning now back to Kearney. Rosales now controls it in the middle. Works his way up to Furman. Furman will send it ahead to Washington. Washington looking to get ahead of the Rams defense there. Stops, reverses course, and it'll get called there. Three minutes. Goals coming off the foot of Victor Marone. With a lone goal for the Wildcats. Rams have it deep in Wildcat territory over in that far sideline. Gets it in ahead to Prestridge. And Brunage able to save that one. Furman looking to chase the Rams player down. This one's centered right at the goalkeeper. Lowe's stops it right in front of the net. Good eye and hands there by Lowe's. Lowe's sends this one high and deep. High bounce. Villanueva and a Rams player fall down. Rosales there stops, works his way through the middle, gets it over to Fanning. Crossing the 2-minute mark now in this first half. Fusey now has it. Looks to send one deep, and he'll send it right to the goalkeeper, Schleinitz. Schleinitz sends one over to Rocham. Rocham plays it down the line. Misplayed there, but nobody from either team there. Rams still able to control it. They have it across midfield now, looking to center one. Wildcats player stumbles, goalkeeper comes up. Nobody there. McGill had a chance if he was able to get to it. No goalkeeper in sight, but it rolls out of bounds. Wildcats dodge a bullet there. And Wildcats will get a substitution here as we cross over 1 minute left in this first half. Lowe sends this one deep. Jackson there, headed off him, looking for Villanueva. Cut off there by Blanchett. Rocham now. Rams looking to push it here against the Wildcats. McGill has it now on this near side. Cut off there by Fusey. Good play. Fusey there. Looked like the ref cut him off on that pass. 15 seconds now. Rams still have it in Wildcat territory. Rams will look to get at least one shot off here. Grant DiCaprio centers it there for Prestridge. Centered in front of the net, out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the first half. Rams lead the Wildcats 2-1. We will be back in 15 minutes with more second half action. Stay tuned. We're back on the live stream now. Just a little minor technical difficulties. Hope you're still with us here. We're in the second half now, 41 minutes. No score change. CIU still leads 2-1 against our Wildcats. And Savageau will kick this one out deep. Rams control it just across midfield in Wildcats territory. Haynes controls it back over to Ruth. Ruth looks to pop one over just over the head of the Rams player there. And Morales will control this one. Morales over to Rosales. And Kearney will send this one deep. Looking to play it down over there for Villanueva. And Rams again able to control it just across midfield again of the Wildcats territory. And this one headed around out of the box again, headed out by Rosales. And finally sent out deep. Weave Isaac there, heads it down. Jackson trips up a Rams player. No call, play on. Jackson looking to cut up through the Rams defense. Looking to beat the last man there, and it gets tripped up. No call, it gets back up, looking to fight for it still. Jackson has it now. Cuts across the middle, leaves one ahead for Fanning. Fanning crosses him up, centers one, blocked out of the goalie, but Jackson's there! Sam Fanning able to gather the loose ball, put it in the net for the Wildcats. We got a Rams player down here just outside the box. So again, Fanning with the goal for the Wildcats, assisted off the foot of Jackson. Jackson's a playmaker. So now we are tied 2-2 here, 40 minutes to go in the second half. Rams will have it now. Again, DiCaprio now. Quickly across midfield, right into the middle of the Wildcats defense. Morales there. Jackson now looking to chase it down this near side. Mishandled there. Lets it roll out of bounds. Schleinis will get it over to Byers. Byers there will center that over to Marone. And back to Schleinitz. Isaac there putting pressure on the goalie. And Byers there has a man ahead. Has Batterman. Again, DiCaprio back to Batterman. Furman now in the middle gathers it for the Wildcats. Looking ahead. Played in deep by the Wildcats into the Rams territory. Controlled over there right in front of the Wildcats bench by the Rams. Rams able to get it across midfield, just out of bounds. Marone able to handle that one. It'll be a Wildcat throw-in just to midfield. That ball thrown in and out of bounds. Another throw in. Isaac heads this one up. Again, headed around by both teams and eventually kicked up in the air. Lost it in the lights. I found it now. Rams control it now. Plenty of space to work with. They look at the cross midfield with Batterman. Batterman looking to run it up. Furman looking to cutting him off. Morales there as well. Looking to double team him. And Grant DiCaprio will send this one over to Urena. Urena leaves it ahead for the Rams player. Looks to center it. And this one will just roll out of bounds, right past the goalkeeper. And Lowe's will send this one Low and far. Headed down by Blanchett. And Wildcat there tripped up. That's Fusey who got tripped up there. So Kearney will take the free kick for the Wildcats. Right in the center of the field. Still in Wildcat territory. And again, just about 6 minutes ago, Sam Fanning ties this one up. Assisted by Jalen Jackson. Fanning able to find that loose ball in front of the net and puts it in for the Wildcats goal. And Furman will just control this one for the Wildcats. Fanning there. Played down by Haynes. Furman able to play it off of Grande Caprio. Morales now works it across midfield, sends it deep, looking for Jackson. Jackson trying to chase it down and unable to catch up to it as it rolls out of bounds. Into the game now for your Wildcats, Mo Bascaron. And he'll replace Jason Rosales. Rams have it here on this near side. Haynes looks to send one. Played down by Brundage. Morales over to Furman now. Furman will take it up. Furman looking to leave it ahead for Isaac. Just a bit far. It'll roll back to the goalkeeper, Schleinitz. Ruth now leaves it ahead on that far side for the Rams. They get it across half field. Cut off there. And that ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a Wildcats throw in. Quickly looking to get it in. And it's going to play it in back to Fusey. Fusey dances around with it, gets it over to Kearney. Kearney in the middle again. Back over to Fusey. Fusey pops one up over to Mascaro. Eventually played down by the Rams and controlled just over midfield. Haynes looking near side here. Farmer looking to chase him down. Byers sends one high over there on that left side. Rams still have it. Centered one there. Played off a Rams player, and Morales able to kick this one out. Haynes still has it in Wildcat territory. Looks to center this one again, and this one hooks right over at the goalie. Lowe's fakes left here on this near side and just roll it ahead to Fusey. Correction, Kearney. Kearney now will send this one deep, looking for Isaac. Isaac heads it up, looks to chase after it still. Heads it again! And Isaac still on the ground. Fell hard on his back. Isaac able to get up. Rams have it on the far side over in front of their bench now in Wildcat territory. Furman there, now over to Fanning. Fanning now trying to fight off the Rams player. Rams still control it. And Fusey able to kick this one deep, and it'll just bounce right to Schleinitz. Schleinitz low kick over there on that far side right in front of the scores table. Rams able to keep it alive in bounds. Grande Caprio now brings it up. Gets past Furman. Shot pops up in front of the goalkeeper, John. Lowe's able to catch the pop-up ball there. And sends this one deep, looking for Jackson. Jackson lets it bounce. Fanning there to clean it up. Fanning tripped up by Ruth. But Jackson there to come off. And this one rolls out of bounds. Be a Rams throw in. Haynes to throw it in. Gets it into Grande Caprio. Isaac looking to chase him down. And the Rams will just play this one back. 50-50 ball there on their far side. Fans calling for a foul. Not going to get it. Play still resumes. Fanning now crosses midfield for the Wildcats. Jackson pops one up high over there on that far side. Washington looking to play it down. And eventually a roll out of bounds. No, Rams keep it in. Rams still have it over there in front of the Wildcats bench. And Rams got one player. 4 Wildcats in front of them. Still looking to do it himself. It's Marone. Marone who had the first goal for the Rams there. This shot on goal right to the goalkeeper, Lowe's. Good save there. Lowe's sends this one high over here on this near side. Haynes unable to play it down. It'll roll back to Byers. Byers pops it up. And Viscaron takes out Haynes there. Viscaron a little late on his jump. Momentum just carried him right into Haynes. So it'll be a free kick here for Byers. 31 minutes to play in the second half. Still tied at 2-2. Goals coming from Jackson and Fanning for your Wildcats, and Marone and McGill from Columbia International. Rams send this one over here to Haynes. Haynes pops one up, hooks it, and it's just going to roll to that corner there. Brundage to control it, sends it out down the line. Ball be thrown in here by the Rams. Haynes will take the throw in there. Looking for Grant Caprio. Referee telling Haynes to back up a little bit. Finally get it into Prestridge. Jackson there cuts it off. Jackson looking to take it up this sideline. Unable to keep it in bounds as it just rolls out. Haynes to throw it in for the Rams now. Throws it far down the sideline. Good little touch pass there by Urena. Grant Caprio now has it in the middle, works its way over to that far side. Marone cut off there by Fanning. And again, Ruth controls it. Haynes again here on this near side. Looks to cut between 3 Wildcats. Looking to get past them, unable to get past Brundage. Looks to center one, and eventually played out there by the Wildcats. Fanning there to control it. Morales there kicks it up. Mascaron plays it down, looking to fight off Prestridge, and eventually out of bounds. Off the Rams would be a Wildcats throw-in. Number 20, Zach Waldenden into the game now for Columbia International. And Morales kicks that one off of Urena into the stands. Another Wildcat throw-in. And the little young fan tosses it back in. Mascaron now gets it over Jackson. Jackson falls, gets back up. Jackson plays it off his back foot over to Furman. Fusey now over there on that far side. This one played in deep, headed down by Byers. Weave there, able to cut him off. Weave has Jackson. Jackson's pops ones up, unable to control it. And Mascaron collides with a Rams player. And we're going to get an official timeout here, stoppage of play as the Rams player is still down. As Jeremiah Ruth gets up gingerly. Walks to the middle of the field. He seems to be all right. Adjusts his shin guards, and he's ready to go. Dominic Byers will take this free kick for the Rams. Ruth's pass cut off by Fanning. Fanning cut off by Urena. Urena gets it over here to Haynes. Grant Caprio passes it over there to Urena right in front of the goal, and this one kicked over way high by Grant Caprio. Into the game now for your Wildcats, number 10, Pablo Morera. And he'll replace Sam Fanning. Jackson getting the crowd into this one, as our Wildcats are still tied 2-2 with these Rams. Grant Caprio plays it down, looking ahead. Fusey there with the angle. Rams player, room to work with. Fusey there, good play, but good defensive play there. Rams still control right outside the box. Rams looking to cut through the Wildcats defense there. We'll get a call on the Wildcats here, so it'll be a free kick on that far side, just outside the box for the Rams. Appears to be Marone and Prestridge over there for that free kick. Prestridge takes this one, shot right to the left outside, the goal out of bounds. No threat there for the Wildcats. And also into the game now for your Wildcats, Tito Villanueva. He replaces Jalen Jackson. Schleinen sends this one low and far over there on that far sideline, headed up by the Rams player, and Isaac heads it again. So it'll be a throw in here for your Wildcats, deep into Ram territory. Wildcats played in, and they're going to get offsides on our Wildcats. I think they're going to get Isaac offsides. Rams quickly get it in. Haynes racing up the side here. Looks to leave it ahead for Waldenson. Waldenson cuts across, still working his way to the middle. Moran now back to Haynes. Haynes pops one up. Waldenson trips. Wildcats able to gather it. And again, Marone able to control it here on this near side for the Rams. Haynes now. Isaac and Bascaron in front of him. Villanueva coming from behind. Ruth now looks to send one over there on that far side. Toodles over there. Isaac looking to get that ball cut off there. Rams again have it across midfield. And that one kicked out of bounds. Rams quickly get a throw in. Good play there by Kearney coming up from the back line to play that one deep. Haynes now again on this near side. Ruth now looking to play it ahead in the middle. Urena's pass just behind his Rams player. Referee jumps. Furman now has it. Room to work with. Still playing it up that far sideline. Isaac ahead. That's Villanueva there on that far side. Isaac's playing in the middle here. 3 Rams covering him. Jason Rosales back into the game now for your Wildcats. Also for the Wildcats, number 11, Amani Washington. And correction, that's Ariel Morales, not Jason Rosales. Misheard the announcement over there. Brundage now has it. Looks to play it ahead. Centered there. Nobody home for the Wildcats, and the Rams will just boot this one. Brundage there again. Pops one deep in the center there. Fusey plays one ahead, looking for Tootle there. Tootle stumbles. Still looking to chase down the Rams player. Marone there, centers one. 3 Wildcats able to cut him off. And a Wildcat player tripped up there. Foul on the Rams. It'll be a free kick over there right in front of that scoreboard. 21:45 to play here in the second half. Still tied 2-2. Mascaron to take this free kick just across midfield into Ram territory. Sends one looking for right in front of the net. Quickly gathered by Schleinitz. Schleinitz quickly plays it ahead, looking for his Rams teammate there. Waldenson quickly cut off by Morales. Tootle now plays it down. The Wildcats player shoved down to the ground. That's Rosales there. So Kearney will take this free kick just across midfield for your Wildcats. Sends this one short middle. Quickly played out by the Rams. All the way back to Washington here. Maria now has it. Back to Kearney. Kearney gets past the Rams defender. Looking for the Wildcats there, but pass just a tad ahead. And they're going to get an offsides call there on McGill. I don't think that play would have mattered anyway, as Lowe's was there for the easy scoop. Brundage now has it, reverses course, gets it back to Kearney. Fusey now centers it, looking for Rosales. Fusey again. Wildcats looking to control it in front of their bench there on that far sideline. And that ball actually rolls out of bounds. It'll be a Rams throw-in. They quickly get it in. Looking down the line there. Still in bounds. Isaac there looking to play it ahead. Cut off there, but tripped up. Isaac still looking to fight for it. Villanueva chasing Haynes down. And Marone booms this one ahead. Deep into Wildcat territory over there on that far side, just outside the box. And this one's centered out of bounds, way over the net. Jalen Jackson back into the game now for the Wildcats. He'll replace Isaac. Low sends this one. Played down by the Rams player there, right to the ref. Ref just shrugs it off. Villanueva looking to chase down Haynes here on this near sideline. Haynes looking to get around Villanueva, and Villanueva a little Haynesy there. And they're going to get that call on Haynes, actually. Both players a little touchy there. Villanueva looking to leave it ahead for Washington. Villanueva has a middle, room to work with, and his hit just outside the goal there, easily scooped up by Schleinitz. Just under 18 minutes to play here. Schleinitz rolls it over to Haynes. Haynes looking ahead. Fusey and Tootle there able to play up on the Rams player. Marone there working his way. Left-footed there right at the goalkeeper. Easy scoop for Lowe's. Basquero now keeps it in on the sideline, and they're going to say it's out. Center referee there, able to see that one from the middle of the field. Urena now works it back to Haynes. Grander Caprio now, room to work with. 3 Wildcats gathered around him. And this one out of bounds off the foot of Washington. It'll be a Ram star win now. Throwing in right to Grander Caprio, out of bounds off his foot. Lowe's quickly gets a sip of water from his Gatorade bottle hidden over there. And he'll get ready to send this one deep for the Wildcats. Marrera there, along with Bascarin and Washington. Marrera looking to fight off the Rams player, able to get it. Leaves it ahead for Washington. Washington touch pass ahead for Villanueva. Villanueva still has it now. Trying to get it between 3 Wildcats. Marrera now looking ahead for Jackson. Jackson tripped up and falls over the goalkeeper there. Almost a great opportunity there again for Jackson. But a good play there by the goalkeeper, Schleinitz. So Rams deep into Wildcat territory now. Looking to cross it in the middle there. Grander Caprio shot right at the goalkeeper. What a save there by Lowe's. Reaching out to snatch that one. Marrera lets it bounce over his head. Marrera fighting off the player. And they're going to get a call there on the Rams player. So the Wildcats will have a free kick just across midfield in their own territory. Fusey will take the free kick. Places it down. Sends this one deep. Looking to center it for Jackson there. Eventually headed down by the Rams player. Brundage now reverses course, looking middle. Sends one right at the Rams player. Byers is there. And Byers sends one deep. Going back for the Wildcats. Urena now with the opportunity. Eventually cut off there by the Wildcats. Ball still bounces around. And that ball rolls behind the net. Great preservation there by our Wildcats as that ball is bouncing in front of that net. Urena had a chance there, wide open in the middle. Great hustle there by our Wildcats. Marrera over there on that far side right in front of the score table at midfield. Rams control it now. Rams looking to work their way up. Have it on the sideline. Have it middle now for Marone. Marone looking to work with. Finds Waldenson now. And just in front of him, right to the goalkeeper, Lowe's. Mascaro now. Washington has it. Mascaro working to... able to get across, but eventually held there by Haynes. Haynes had no choice but to hold Bascaro there. As Bascaro with a nifty move, able to get it between all 3 Rams players. So as it begins to drizzle here now at the Ortho Carolina Sportsplex, just a little bit of rain now as we got just over 13 minutes to play here in the second half. Viscaron hits one wide, easily grabbed there by Schleinitz. Schleinitz there. Jackson looks like he's got a cramp there, still down right in front of the goal. Haynes has it now, working across midfield, gets it over to Marone. Marone looking to center it. Has Weldonson there. Weldonson cut off there by the back line and blocked out by the Wildcats. Haynes has it now on this near side, pops one up, and Lowe's will control this one. So it looks like we'll have a couple of substitution here for both teams. Isaac back into the game now for the Wildcats. As well. So Isaac replacing Jalen Jackson, who was cramping up there just a minute ago. Ball over that far sideline in front of the score table. And again, another stoppage of play here for another substitution. It looks like Sam Fanning back into the game for the Wildcats. So Schleinitz now has it. Sends one short. Tootle controls it. Fanning now looking to cut up the middle there. Shoots one short just across and out of bounds right in front of the goalkeeper. Fanning, who scored the second goal of this game for your Wildcats. Another chance there for a shot. Wildcats now have a corner kick here. Herrera takes this one right in front of the net. Headed up again. Goalkeeper looks to come up for it. Collides with a Rams player and a Wildcats player. Rams player still down, able to be helped up there by a Wildcat player. And they're going to get Villanueva with a yellow card there. I guess for taunting the Rams player. Sliner sends this one deep into Wildcat territory. Tootle looking to fight off two Rams there. Marone now. Brunich unable to slide tackle that one. Play at the goal. What a save there by Lowe's. Lowe's again. Great save there by John Lowe's. Lowe's, two saves there. Just under 10 minutes to play now. Both teams still tied at 2. Lowe sends this one deep middle. Villanueva there. Headed down by Washington. Tootle over there looking for Marrera. Off of Tootle, right to Fanning. Fanning now. Room to work with in the middle. Looks to leave it ahead for Tootle over on that far sideline in front of the Wildcat bench. Still down that sideline there. Isaac there. Looking to beat the Rams there. Centers one, popped up and out of bounds. Wildcats will have a corner here. So again, Wildcats will have a corner here. Centered in high. Headed out by the Rams player. Tootle will recover it. Brunner's there, looks to switch sides of the field with his kick. Marrera there. Ruth will pop this one up. Tootle again. Fanning now, looking to get it far outside there. Works his way to the middle. Look to center one. Right to the goalkeeper, Schleinitz. Schleinitz sends this one high. Washington there, and Washington will just watch it roll out of bounds. Brandon Caprio now racing up. Has a man there. This one, ooh, right over the goal. Marone with another opportunity there for Columbia International. His shot just over to the left of the net. Lowe's sharing his water with Rosales. Lowe's now to take the kick now. 7:22 to play here in the second half. Still tied 2-2. Connor Savageau into the game now, replacing Gunnar Tootle for the Wildcats. Lowe sends this one deep middle. Played down by the Rams. Grander Caprio there. Villanueva looking to beat the Rams there. Plays one down. And Schleinitz will chase this one down. And pick it up. Good hustle there by Villanueva. Schleinitz plays it down. Soft kick over here to Haynes. Haynes again looking to get chased down by Villanueva. Plays one ahead, looking for Urena. And Lowe's there, fumbles it, and he'll just punt this one out. Ruth has it now, looking for Haynes, room to work with. Gets it past Washington. Washington now. Brunner's looking to chase down Haynes. And off the foot of Brundage, it'll be a Rams corner here. Just over 6 minutes to play. Urainer sent us this one. Headed up by the Wildcats, right in front of the goal. Lowe's able to control it on the ground. Lowe's looking to send one. Sends one far in front of Marrera, pops it up. Villanueva looking to chase it down over on that far side. Trips up. Look at a foul on the Rams there, tripping Villanueva.
Good job, John. I love you.
5:20 to play. Wildcats will have a free kick there over that far sideline. Centers this one there. Three Wildcats there and headed out of bounds. Looked like that one was off the head of the Wildcats player. Schleinen sends this one headed off the Rams player, still in Wildcat territory. Johnson Wells able to control it now. Moreira looking to work it ahead. Fanning now leaves one ahead for Isaac. And this one popped up, headed to the corner there. And this one's still in bounds. Saved there by the Rams player. Fanning now looking to work middle. Looking to work against two Rams players. Fusey now pops one over. Moreira now working that corner. Down the line there, and this one sent way over, out of bounds. Schleines now looking to send this one deep, give his team a opportunity here. As there's 3:30 to play in the second half. Ball sent in middle. Moreira there plays it down off his chest. Quickly cut off by Elmer. Moreira there still fighting for it. And eventually controlled there by Isaac. Isaac loses it for a second and just get it back to Fusey. Fanning now again. Back to Fusey. Fanning works it up, looking to get it across midfield. Take it himself. Looking to leave it ahead for Villanueva. Looking to beat the goalie. And Schleines will scoop this one. Haynes takes it up for the Rams. Plays one ahead, and they're going to get Elmer offsides. Lowe's puts the ball down and look to boom this one deep. Sends one high middle. Villanueva there. Pushed down by the Rams player. Play on. No call. And eventually a stoppage of play here by the ref. 2 minutes to play. Villanueva still down. Holding his left knee. Villanueva gets up. Helped up by his teammates. He'll go to the sideline. Not putting any weight on that left foot there. So in to replace Villanueva is Sean Geiger, seeing his first action of tonight. Geiger in the white headband. So again, just under the 2-minute mark now. 1:59 to play here in the second half. Still tied 2 apiece. This one will just be kicked in back to Schleines. Bit of a breeze picking up now as we come to the end of this game. Kearney heads it down. Moreira, room to work with. Looks to center it. Geiger there. Geiger's shot blocked in front of him. Fanning now works his way past 2 Rams defenders. Looking to send it over there now far side. Again, shot blocked. Still in Ram territory. And eventually, Wildcats now have it now in their own territory now. Played up over to Savageau. Geiger there, plays it down. Working his way here on this near side. Leaves it behind. Washington chases it down here in this near corner. Logan was working the way into the middle. Stop centers one off the leg of Haynes. Wildcats have a corner here. 45 seconds to play. Moreira quickly gets it down. Sends this one in quick. Short. Headed out by the Rams. Washington and Moreira there looking to chase it down. Tipped in front of the goal! And score! Score! Wildcats score here. 26 seconds in the second half. A lot of bodies in front of the net. I'm still trying to figure out who scored that. But nonetheless, it's definitely a Wildcats goal. We now lead 3-2. 26 seconds here to go. One last hope now for the Rams. Haynes sends it in. Played down by the Wildcats. Sent out of bounds. 13 seconds now. And eventually, clock stops. They'll have to add about a couple seconds back on here now. So Rams will have a throw in now. They should have about 10 seconds on the clock. And they're going to put, 10.7 back on the clock. Rams throw it in deep. Wildcats all around. This one booted high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wildcats win! Wildcats take this one 3-2. What a game here by your Wildcats. Getting a last-minute goal here. Take the lead against Columbia International. As you see the Wildcats out there celebrating. So stats on the night. Wildcats take this one 3-2. Goals coming from Jalen Jackson, Sam Fanning, and JT Fusey. Finally figured out who that last goal came by. Sorry for the delay. It's just hard to see. But we will be back here on the Wildcat Sports Network tomorrow. Full day of action coming at you. We got a volleyball tri-match as our women's volleyball team takes on Rockingham County Community College at noon and Wake Tech Community College at 4. We will also be streaming without any commentary from me. I'm sorry, guys, but we will have the men's soccer game here at 4:30 on the live stream, as well as our volleyball tri-match starting at 12. Stay tuned tomorrow. This has been your voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner, signing off. It's been a good one here. Thank you for watching, and good night.